If the mirage were to be water, why not those close by the mirage see water? In the Tantra system, there is the emphasis on meditation on the clear-light nature of the mind. For example, the meditation on the Mahamudra, meditation, Dzogchen the meditation, Mahamudra meditation, there meditating on the true nature of the mind, the conventional true nature of the mind, that becomes a part of the meditation. But for some people, they think that this is this is ultimate Dzogchen practice, this is ultimate the Mahamudra practice. But it's only halfway through. It's not the full Dzogchen practice. It's not the full the Mahamudra practice. It's just halfway through. Once you identify what this clear-light nature of the mind is, then we are supposed to see the emptiness nature of this clear-light nature. Emptiness nature, which is objective clear-light, and the subjective clear-light, the true conventional nature of the mind, that is the subjective clear-light and objective clear-light, they should unite. When somebody is to meditate on the complete picture with the complete form of the Dzogchen or complete form of the Mahamudra and the complete form of what is known as the union of bliss and emptiness meditation, or in the Sakya tradition is known as the union of the clarity and the emptiness, Seltong Sungju. So all these traditions, they do emphasize at one point with respect to meditation of the subjective clear light, they do emphasize that there is such the meditation on the awareness, on the nature of the mind, the conventional nature of the mind. And this, what you find mentioned in Acharya Nagarjuna's text and Acharya Chandrika's text, Tulbaba, then extract these to say, there's mentioned that there is what is known as, say, just as, say, the meditate on the subjective clear light nature of the mind, subjective clear light nature of the mind. This is emphasized by all these traditions, Sakya, Kagyu, Nyingma, Gilo, all the traditions. They emphasize on this. For example, like the Kagyu would employ the technique of the Mahamudra meditation, Chakchen, and the Nyingma tradition would emphasize on the Dzogchen meditation, and the Gelug tradition would focus as what is the method known as the primordial activating the innate spontaneous awareness. The Numalinji say innate clear-light mind, innately the recent clear-light mind, and the Sakya tradition would employ the technique of activating the union of the clarity and emptiness. So we see that all the traditions, of course, that is related to tantric practice, and many of the Buddhist traditions, they don't have tantric practice, and where there's tantric practice, then they activate the subtle mind. That is taught, and in that, first of all, we need to activate the subtle mind. To activate the subtle mind, we have to actually meditate on this. We should employ some techniques to awaken the subtle mind. And so naturally, the technique to meditate on subtle mind is taught. So, Tulpa, what Acharya Nagarjuna taught, these two are very different. It's not really fully different, because we do find that in Arya Nagarjuna's text, and also in Acharya Chandrika's text, particularly in the treatises on Tantra, we do find a mention of the emphasis on meditating on the subjective clear-light mind. It's taught there. So, and also in the Mahamudra teaching, first heart of the Mahamudra teaching is primarily to awaken this subjective clear light, and likewise Dzogchen teaching, awakening this subjective clear light. And as the Venerable Penjo Losang Shuigen, amazing, the one who composed the Guru Puja text, the author, he just read the works, you'll see that no doubt highly intellectual plus highly realized master, highly elevated spiritual realization. We can feel that, the gravity of his compositions. So what is that all these traditions, although talk something differently with different labels, but from the point of view of the experienced yogi, the one with the deep spiritual realizations, such deep realizations. From that person's point of view, we see that all these are all pointing to the same point, coming to the same point. They merge, confluence. They have the confluence of over the same point with respect to what constitutes what they are talking about. Dzogchen, Chakchen, or the union of clarity and emptiness, union of bliss and emptiness, and all these, they come to the same point, experientially speaking. This is what Benjamin Lobsang Chogyam said. And I would say